Stephen being stoned. When Stephen is being stoned, Saul is in the audience, who is killing Christians. So I like to put myself in the shoes of the people. When I'm reading the stories in the Bible, I like to put myself there. If I was one of the followers of Jesus at the time, my definition of justice, at least for me, would have been at least stop Saul from killing Christians. God, would you stop Saul from killing Christians? That would be my cry. Personally, where I'm at, where I see things, I cry and I pray sometimes. I'm, God, would you just stop that evil? Would you stop them from being evil? But Stephen said, Jesus, would you not hold this against them? And it's one of my favorite scenes. I want to see this video in heaven, because Jesus said he wasn't sitting on the throne, he was standing on the throne. Because Jesus said, don't forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. Stephen was the second one who said, don't hold this against him. As he was being stoned to death, he says, don't hold this against them. And he said he got hit and got knocked out and then was killed. Okay, so in the crowd was Saul. Jesus got involved in a more drastic way with Saul, I believe, because of Stephen's request. Don't hold this against him. He didn't say, Jesus, save me, save us. He remembered that he was forgiven and said, don't hold this against them either. And Jesus said, okay, now I'm going to get involved. I'm knocking Saul off a donkey, making him blind, telling him he's been persecuting me, scare the whatever out of him. And then I'm going to make him go to the person that he used to kill and ask him to heal him. And I'm going to, like, Jesus used it in so many ways. Paul became one of the most zealous, most courageous apostles that was there. Even so much so that by the end of his life, he goes, I have no regrets with my life. The guy who killed Christians says, I have no regrets with my life. I am satisfied at what God has done in my life. That is a testimony. God's justice is much better than our justice. I have seen this happen in my life multiple times.